Good morning, Standard 2. Today I'm going to review addition and subtraction of centimeters and millimeter. And then we're going to be learning about a larger measurement. Now, once you have already learned how to convert these to centimeters, millimeters, subtract them, add them, we've basically learned the concept of how to do everything else with the bigger measurements. So as we continue with a bigger measurement today, you will see that it's going to be so much easier to do because you already know the entire concept of how to use measurements, how to convert them, how to add, how to subtract, and so forth. Okay, so I have 5 centimeter here, 3 millimeter, take away 2 centimeter, 9 millimeter. Now, if I'm following my steps, step 1 says, convert them to millimeter. This is a very easy method. It's one of the easiest way to do it. So I'm going to be converting it to everything completely to millimeters so that it's easier for me to subtract, so that it's easier for me to add. So 5 centimeters is actually 50 millimeter. And then I have 3 millimeter here. If I add these together, it becomes, I'm gonna write it over this side, 53 millimeter. Okay, so it becomes 53 millimeter, and I'll write that right here so it's a little bit organized and I can see what I'm doing. And then 2 centimeter is 20 millimeter, and then we have 9 millimeter. So if I add that together, it becomes 29 millimeter. So I'll put that here so that I could then work it out. Okay, so I have to make sure when I'm subtracting that I put the bigger millimeter on top so that I can take away the smaller millimeter. If you do it reverse, then you're not going to be able to do it. So more on top. Okay, so more on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. So 9 is bigger than 3, so I need to go next door. I got 10 more, so this becomes 13. I call myself 9 and I count to 13. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. My answer is 4. Okay, so I'm gonna put my 4 here, and I'm bringing down my millimeter label, and then 4 take away 2 is 2. So I know my answer is 24 millimeter. So I'm just gonna put equal 24 millimeter here. But I am not finished. I need to make sure that I convert it to centimeter and millimeter. So my final answer should be in centimeter and millimeter. And just looking at that, we've already been practicing how to convert. So we know that's 2 centimeter and 4 millimeter. So my answer is 2 centimeter, 4 millimeter. If you knew the steps to add, then you definitely know the steps to subtract. So let's go ahead, and we're using the same measurements that we did up here to add this time instead of subtract. So I already know this is 53 millimeter because my first step is to convert everything to the same units. I'm converting everything to millimeter. And then I already know this is 29 millimeter. Now I just need to add them. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up here so that it is easier for me to add them up. So 9, 10, 11, 12 becomes 12, 5 and 1, 6, 7, 8, 82 millimeters. So this added together equals 82 millimeter. But I am not finished yet. I can't leave this as 82 millimeter. I need to convert it back to centimeter and millimeter. So I know this is 8 centimeter, 2 millimeter.